Legend that is Davey from Universal Scuffs. He's laughing because he knows he's not actually a legend. Is that why you're laughing? He can't decide. Anyway, we've got in the TP, which I haven't done a clean on yet, but I've got him straight on that scuff on the back quarter there, down here. He's doing that, scuff and dent. And then I've got him doing the front corner of the Yeti here to deal with that bit of scuffing down there, which I'm glad he's doing because I don't like that kind of metallic paint. So he's going to crack on with that, and then both these cars are going to just need a really good clean. Make sure I haven't missed anything else on it while I was here. So this was 127,000 miles on a 2017, wasn't it? But Yetis are super popular my way, especially these ones, which is the 4x4. It's the actual 4x4 rather than the two-wheel drive. It's got the 2-litre diesel. I haven't had it with this sort of creamy leather before, so we'll see how that goes. And then we've got the TP, which again, super popular car around this way. 63 plate, I think, with like 70,000 miles on it, was just hanging inside, wasn't it? So these two, you know, worth hanging on to, worth prepping and putting up for retail. I think they'll go quite well. Someone wants to come and see the Freeland today, which I only put up before I went away at the weekend. So fingers crossed that's okay. I need to photograph the Mercedes van we took back in and get that up for sale, and clean the Fiat 500 and put that up for sale. We have a part exchange in. I know you like the cheapy part exchanges. So this is one I think I spoke about before. I took in part exchange against the Honda Civic estate. It is a Citroen C5. I don't know why I do like C5s. 58 plate. I think I like the quirkiness. They're just that bit different, aren't they? Yeah, C5. It's the 2-litre diesel, I believe, which again is a decent engine. It's got that cool steering wheel where everything stays in the middle as the steering wheel moves around it. I just love that feature. 113,000 miles on it. It is a bit dirty. I think it's a VTR spec, manual, but it's got all-round lecky windows. It's got aircon. It's got cruise, I think. It's quite a nice spec. Good, nice looking gunmetal grey. And bodywork wise, it's not bad at all. Bodywork isn't too bad on it actually. There's not really any scuffs on the corner of the bumpers. I don't see a lot of dings down the side of it. This will actually clean up really quite nicely. I can't remember what kind of history it's got. MOT runs till August, I believe. But there is one big reason that I will not be retailing this car, and that is that he had a little fiddle and decided to put rear parking sensors in. And when he put the rear parking sensors in, apologies for the cable again, I'm using my top on yet again because my battery's low. When he put the parking sensors in, he knocked out the rear boot release and he cannot get in the boot any longer. Now obviously all the trim's off inside so you can manually get in from the door and open it up. I don't know what he's done. I don't know how he's done that. I don't know how big a problem that is, but getting an auto electrician on it, or an electrician, I'll get in the garage on it. We could be running into hours and hours of tracing what he's done, what he's fused. Everything else seems to be working on the dashboard. The car drives all right. So I don't think he's done the body control unit, because otherwise all the central locking would be going and we'd probably have problems on the dash. We don't have any of that. So I think it is isolated to the sort of loom area in the back here. The rear lights seem to work. I don't know what he's done, to be honest. I don't know what he's done, but we don't really have the time to be fiddling around with that at the moment. So this is a car that I have opted just to trade out of, make a few quid on it, trade out of it. I've got enough on my plate at the moment. It is another one you could stick in the corner here and get round to at some point. But in reality, the profit I'm going to make off of this, probably, what is it, 2,500 retail car, maybe 2,495 probably. Tied up, maybe 2,295. By the time I've MOT'd it, got that electrical problem, I could be an easy 700, 800 pound into fixes on it, quite possibly. So yeah, I don't think financially it necessarily stacks up that well. There's some money to be made out of it, but I just don't think it's for me at the moment. I don't need anything else blocking up the yard. A few people have been asking me about the Mercedes estate in the background. Now, I am embarrassed to say there is absolutely nothing wrong with this car. It is in fantastic condition. The mileage is good at 59,000 miles. It's got the right engine, 2.1. It's automatic. It's the right spec with the half sort of suede interior and the black leather. It is a fantastic looking car. The history is really good on it. It drives perfectly. I drove it ages, but I've had it sitting around for a few months now, and it is for one reason only: the wheels. I wanted to refurb the alloys before I put it up for sale, and I just don't seem to be getting round to doing it. I don't seem to find the time to do it. So I thought, okay, I'll book somebody in to do it, because that's what you have to do. If you're not getting the time to do it yourself, book somebody and get them to do it. and you eat a few hundred getting the work done by somebody else, but at least you can get the car up for sale. Well, I keep getting let down on the wheels front, so it just keeps getting moved about the place. So I'm going to have to really iron out the time. I'm going to have to really find the time to get these wheels done. While we're on updates, pickup truck. I need to ring the chap that wanted the pickup truck off me today. I dropped it down to the Moors guys because I don't know if I filled you in on this. I did put it up for retail, even though it's got 191,000 miles on it. The phone got busy. A lot of people wanted to come and see this truck at the price point I put it up at. He came along. He was on it for a long time, going over it in great detail. He said he would like the truck, but he'd like the front tyres done, and he'd like the oil leak looked at on the front, which obviously I was going to get checked. Anyway, so I dropped it down to the Moors guys, and after a day or two, they rang me and they said, James, what do you want us to do here? I said, well, what do you mean? He said, it's 191,000 miles. He says, we've cleaned it all off, we've run it up, and we can't see the oil coming from here, so it's obviously building up over time. He says, there's definitely going to be leaks on it. It's done 191,000 miles. They said, short of stripping it down and replacing all the seals on it, we could do the rear main seal, we could do the rocker cover, we could do some other seals. He said, you're not going to get rid of the leaks. He said, it's just kind of what you live with for that mileage. He says, we've cleaned it all down, we've run it up, it's not hitting the ground, so it's not an MOT failure, so we really don't think you should go any further with it. Well, who am I to argue? So what I need to do is get on the phone to the guy and say, look, realistically, it is the age of mileage. It is going to have some weeps on it. Maybe do him a bit of a keener price, because I obviously had factored in doing those things. If he still wants to get the tyres done, get the tyres done. But I think I'm going to have to, this is probably one of the filtering processes for this truck with the mileage it's got. And if you've got someone asking for too many things to be done to it, that's kind of like an alarm bell that you really shouldn't deal with them. I don't think it's unreasonable. I guess he was just asking me to check it out, but it's from this point forwards what he says. So if he's like really adamant he wants that doing, then I think it's probably better selling it to somebody else, and there wasn't any shortage of people ringing me up on it. So then began from the previous video. So I put this up, told you guys I picked it up for a couple of £100 when a lady took it down to the main dealership and got herself a mobility vehicle. And there's a lot of love for this car. There seems to be a lot of love for this car. You all want me to MOT in it. You want me to raffle it for charity. So I guess that's what I need to do. We'll get it down to the boys. We'll get it MOT'd and I'll report back to you. I think I probably fancy having a little go at the paint. It might be a bit of fun to try and tidy that back up again. Yeah, that might be a bit of fun. Do that. I think we'll do that. Maybe have a go at getting the headliner stuck back up again. We'll get it in for the MOT first. But as you saw in the video, it ran and drive okay. And like I said, there seems to be a lot of love. And there's a lot of you saying that you would get involved if we did a little raffle on it. A little cheapy, like 50p a ticket, I guess, if we can do it that low. Raffle on it. And then, just literally cover our costs on the car and give everything else to charity. So, yeah, just confirm down below that that's what you want me to do, guys, and that you'd be interested in getting involved. Now, a lot of you said it would have been nice to take this to Rustival, but unfortunately I hadn't got it MOT'd in time. We took the Range Rover down because I was taking Brooke with me as well, so I wanted something nice and big and safe to go down with her in, because it was, half decent height. Not as far as some of you come from all the way from Scotland. I couldn't believe it. It was mental. I was only about 2.5 hours up the road. Thanks for those of you that wrote on the back window about the oil as well. That's much appreciated. It was great to meet loads of you there. Fantastic to meet you there. Like I say, those of you that got a chance to come over and say hello to me, it's good to put some faces to some names, and I know some of you are a bit too polite to come over and say hello, which is a bit of a shame. If you see me at a show and you see me out and about, absolutely no problem with you coming up and saying hi at all, guys, so make sure you do. Range Rover ran absolutely fine until we got to Rustival. As we were coming down the hill, we started to hear sort of a shrill rattling noise from the back of it. I think that we have a not a heat shield, I think we've got like a backing plate on a rear disc or something that's come loose and rattling about. I haven't had a chance to get underneath and have a look. I drove it back and it was fine. It doesn't, you can only really notice it at a low speed. Did a heady 25 miles to the gallon on the way back, but both Brooke and I said, you could travel from one end of the country into the other in this and not have any issues at all in terms of comfort. It's so comfortable. I know that's what Rustival was all about, plush, comfortable cars, but it's still an old barge. Let's not forget this thing is nearly 20 years old. And yeah, just a super comfortable place to be. We're on 139,000 miles, I think we are in it. Definitely need some bits and bobs doing to it, but as I so often say to you, none of them actually prevent you from getting in it and driving it and being comfortable. And when you buy cars at this price point, and what was this, £3,000, you don't fix anything other than the real essentials, unless you've got a Minter low mileage example, which this isn't. So this is running it on a budget, isn't it? But yeah, thumbs up to the Ranger. I shouldn't do it because it probably will have some major failure now, but thumbs up to the Ranger for being, because it took me, obviously I took it up with shifting metal as well to do the auction video, which you may or may not have seen so far, and then we came back in it and then straight out again, out to the Rustival show. So I think I've done about, I'd say about 10 hours of solid motorway driving in it over the last week. Davey's had a paddy because I've been out recording, chatting to you guys, and not made him a coffee yet. Demanding little bugger, isn't he? Look, and he's also said that he needs an entire showroom to himself to do his work. I treat him so much nicer than the other dealers, I reckon. So it's time to release the new raffle car. Massive thanks to everyone that entered the last raffle for the 2016 Vauxhall Adam. We're able to give over £2,200 to Little Willow's Wish as a result of that raffle. So we're off to a good start raising cash as we did last year. Over £17,000 raised for charities last year in just over 6 months. So hopefully we're going to go well over and above that this year. So what have we got here? We've got a 2014 Mini Cooper S Roadster. It's only covered 47,000 miles. It's got a good service history. We're going to put a brand new advisory-free MOT on it before it goes out, and we will freshly service it. And on top of all that, we're going to provide a 6-month national warranty via WarrantyWise. This thing is an absolute hoot to drive. With that 1.6 turbocharged engine, these Cooper S's are torquey and they just fly along. The handling is incredible on them. They are just such a lot of fun to drive. Car's in fantastic condition, as you can see. I had one little bit of body work done on it. I think it had a dent there in the rear court, which had done by Malcolm at MJM Bodyworks. It's getting the full prep we'd normally do for a retail vehicle, as I said, with the advisory free MOT, the service and the warranty. Like I say, bodywork is really, really good. You've got your twin pipes at the back. These little coupes have the pop-up spoiler on the back there, which works correctly, deploys really nicely. The hood is in fantastic condition. And I've had this out in the rain, sitting outside, and we've not had any leakage into it at all. So it seems to be a good watertight hood as well. So it can be enjoyed all the way around the year. Just fantastic looking little car as well. Inside, condition is really good as well. We've got half leather trim, 6-speed gearbox, cruise control, air conditioning, CD radio, Bluetooth. Did I say Bluetooth already? Yeah, 47,729 miles. We've got 2 keys she should have. Everything works well. I've only found one minor fault, which is the heater flap. If you change direction, the heater is gets a little bit sticky, but nothing, very, very minor thing. Yeah, all really nice. You've got the red bit of trim across the middle there. Auxiliary input and USB input down there. Your Lecky windows. All your LCDs are working as they should. These have a bit of fading on these, but these are fantastic on this one. If we start her up, starts on the button with no chain rattle at all, which is what you want to hear on your Minis. Now, as with all our raffles, I will offer up an alternative prize if you just want to get involved, you're not that bothered about the car, and you want to help the charity even more. What we'll do is we'll put up £2,000 cash, plus about £1,000 worth of top-don diagnostics machines, jump packs, I say diagnostic machines to plug your cars in, that kind of thing, just in case, because we have it in the past where someone's not that bothered about winning the car, they just want to help the channel, help the charity. So we'll put that up as an alternative, so you can either have the car, like I say, with a brand new MOT, freshly serviced, and a 6-month warranty-wise package with it, or we'll give you £2,000 cash plus £1,000 worth of diagnostics machine from Top Don. And then what we'll do is we will offer the car up for sale, and we will give whatever the proceeds of the sale are minus the £2,000 you had, we'll give that to the charity as well. So what charity are we going to support with this raffle? We've done an awful lot for people. We've helped with homeless, we've helped with blind veterans, we've helped with people in hospital stays, we've helped with people suffering from cancer. What I'd like to do on this one, a little bit different, is help a local charity called Canine Focus, and I shall explain why with a little bit of video now. Now, some of you will have seen in a previous video that I recently got a new dog, Bella, and we rescued her via Canine Focus. At just 2 years old, she had a really hard start to her life. She had to be rescued from abuse in Spain, brought over here, where she had to be rescued a second time because the person that got her in the UK wasn't looking after her properly. She went to sort of a foster home in between that unfortunately couldn't deal with her need to run her little legs off, like you can see she is in this video. And Canine Focus was the charity that placed her with us, and we just can't thank them enough. She's such a fantastic dog. She's made such a difference to our family, and we want to help others have the same experience, and we want to help this fantastic charity continue to do its work. It's only a small local North Devon dog rehoming charity. They really do struggle for funds, and we want to do whatever we can, like I said, to help them find homes for other dogs that need a second chance, like Bella. I think this is a win-win because we know that dogs make such a difference to people's life. It can help them deal with loss, it can help them with companionship, and even physically they can help people out as well, can't they, with their well-being, their fitness and so forth. So if we can be in a situation where we're helping people be matched with the dogs they need and with dogs that need them, then I think it's a really worthwhile cause to help out on. As per normal, I shall put a link in the video description down below to this raffle. You can just search up Google just Chops Garage Raffle as well, and it will come up on the raffle site. As normal, raffle are going to do the automated draw at the end. They have got all the legalities covered on the raffle side of things as well. So hopefully you're happy with my charity choice and you're happy with my car choice, and you can all get involved for that low cost of just £2 per ticket. Remember, someone has to win it. People have won it, we've just bought 2 tickets. People have won it that have bought 20 tickets. So yeah, if you can, get involved. Like I say, as always, massive thanks for the support, and good luck to you all.